girls and boys. It's good to see all of you, and I'm so happy to be here with my grandson Charlie again.
Hi.
And Charlie, what happened to your arm? Do you want to tell the girls and boys? He has a cast on his arm. And how did you break your arm?
Snowboarding.
Oh my goodness. Yes, 5 days before Christmas, Charlie was snowboarding and he broke his arm. But the good news is...
Actually, I think it was more like 15 days.
Really? I thought it was like right the week before Christmas.
I'm not sure.
But when we had all that snow, right?
Yeah.
So now Charlie's going to be wearing what? Wristbands, all kinds of protective guards. And that's, every boy and girl should be doing that, right? When you go snowboarding or riding your bike or riding your scooter, right? We want to keep you protected. Okay, so did everyone have a good Christmas? Charlie, did you have a good Christmas?
A great Christmas.
A great Christmas, yes, of course. And now we are in January 2021. A whole new year is ahead of us, filled with hope and promises for the future. Charlie, what is something that you're hoping and waiting for in 2021?
That the virus would be over.
Yes, exactly. Yes, we are all hoping and praying that the virus will end and that God keeps his promises to always take care of us. And he will keep his promise. Right, Charlie? And we're going to talk about another promise that God made to a man named Abram. Today's Sunday school lesson focuses on the next story in our Spark Story Bible, Abram's Call. Do you remember the last story we read was about Noah's Ark? You remember that, Charlie?
Yeah.
And what was God's promise to Noah?
That he would never destroy the world with a flood.
Exactly, yes. So let's read about another promise that God made. So if any of you at home have your Spark Story Bible, you can follow along with us. It is on page 26. Abram's Call. One day, God said to a man named Abram, "It's time for you to leave your home and family and go to a new land. In this new land, I will give you many things and make sure people know about you. I will be kind to those who are kind to you. To the ones who are unkind, I will be unkind. Because of you, all the families on earth will be blessed." Abram was 75 years old and had a long white beard, but he didn't let his age stop him. On his trip, Abram took his wife, Sarai, and his nephew, Lot. They walked the many miles leading to the new land. It was a hot and dusty trip, but Abram knew that where God was leading them would be a beautiful place. The trip was long and hard because they carried all their pots and pans and dishes and clothes with them. "Phew, I'm hot," said Sarai as her face grew red. "I'm getting kind of tired too," sighed Abram. "My feet hurt," groaned Lot. When they finally got to the land of Canaan, Abram stopped by a tall and shady oak tree. It felt good to get out of the blazing sun. God came to him there in the cool shade and said, "I have a surprise for you. I promise to give this land to your family forever." Abram and Sarai and Lot were so thankful to God for this wonderful gift. They jumped and danced and hugged each other and shouted, "Hooray!
Hooray!"
To show God how grateful they were, Abram decided to build 2 altars to honor God. He would build one altar out of large smooth stones by the tree and the other altar out of pieces of wood by his tent in the hills. So, that was our story about a promise that God made to Abram. God made a promise to Abram, and as we said, God's promises are good. God is always faithful and wants us to be faithful as well. So, I'm going to say a fact about the story that I just read. If it's a true fact, clap your hands. And if it's not, don't do anything. And girls and boys at home, you can join us too. So, here we go. God commanded Abram to leave his home and go to a new land. God did not care what happened to Abram. He just wanted him to leave. No, that's not true, is it? God wanted Abram to listen to him, and he cared about what happened to Abram. God wanted to bless Abram. God promised Abram that he would be the father of a great nation. God always keeps his promises. God does not want us to follow him. God really wants us to follow him, doesn't he? Just like Abram followed him. Abram left and followed God immediately. Abram thanked God for blessing him. So what kind of promises can you make today? Girls and boys at home, what kinds of promises could you make? Charlie, could you write something on a piece of paper maybe?
A bunch of stuff?
You could write a bunch of stuff or just one thing, but something that you could promise to do for somebody or give somebody. Maybe just one thing for now so it doesn't take up too much time. And maybe we can add to it later on. I can see already what Charlie's writing. He is writing to help Teddy, his little brother. Right, Charlie?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Sometimes little brothers need lots of help. So if any of you have little brothers or little sisters, or maybe even big brothers and big sisters, everybody always needs a little help sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So let's have a repeat after me prayer. Dear God, thank you for watching over all of us.
Thank you for watching over all of us.
And keeping your promises.
And
help us to do the same. In your precious name. Amen.
Hey boys and girls, it's Mr. Adam here. And you know what? It's still Christmas. Did you know that Christmas is 12 days long? You know the song, The 12 Days of Christmas, right? On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. Well, those 12 days actually start on Christmas Day. So January 3rd, I guess that would be the 9th day of Christmas, right? It's the 9th day of Christmas. So I thought we could celebrate a little bit with a Christmas song, but first, I think we should sing something about going on a journey. Because God led Abram on a journey, right, to give him the land that God gave him. And so I thought, going on a journey, that means walking around. And I thought, well, you might as well walk with a song. And then I thought, oh, I know a great song. We are marching in the light of God. Some of you know it. Right? We are marching in the light of God. We are marching in the light of God. And there are 4 verses, and they go marching, dancing, praying, and singing. So that's marching, dancing, praying, and singing. So if you don't know the first one, that's okay. Just listen and try and join in when you can, okay? We are marching in the light of God. 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 We are marching. Ooh, we are marching in the light of God. We are marching. We are marching in the light of God. Dance. We are dancing in the light of God. 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 We are dancing. Ooh, we are dancing in the light of God. We are praying in the light of God. We are praying in the light of God. We are praying in the light of God. We are praying. Oh, we are praying in the light of God. We are praying. Oh, we are praying in the light of God. Sing. We are singing in the light of God. 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 We are singing. Oh, we are singing in the light of God. We are singing. Oh, we are singing in the light of God. Nice work. And you know, Christmas is kind of all about light, right? Jesus is the light of the world. So since that's true, and since it's still Christmas, you know, I kind of thought we should sing Go Tell It on the Mountain. Sound good? Great, because we're going to do it anyway. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. While shepherds kept them watching o'er silent flocks by night, behold, throughout the heavens there shone a holy light. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. The shepherds feared and trembled when low above the earth rang out the angel chorus that hailed our Savior's birth. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. Down in a lonely manger, the humble Christ was born, and God sent us salvation, that blessed Christmas morn. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. Nice work, everyone. I hope you have a great week. I hope you have a great last couple of days of Christmas, and we'll see you next week. Bye!